This meeting order, please rise to the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Pratt.
Here.
Ms. Pascal.
Here.
Ms. Kelly.
Here.
Mr. Borough.
Here.
Mr. Shapiro.
Here.
Mr. Murray.
Here.
Mr. White.
Here.
Mr. Long is excused. Stephen Selfridge is here for Mr. Baysor. Ms. Straley. Here. Also present, Deputy Clerk Bureau.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act is given by the clerk in the following manner. 1, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 8, 2025. 2, emailed to the Retrospect and Courier Post on January 8, 2025. And 3, on the Borough of Runnemede website. First order of business is the approval of minutes. A motion is in order for the approval of minutes of the August 22nd and September 2nd meetings submitted by the Deputy Clerk, as each member received copies of the same. Would someone like to make a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Motion by Ms. Passia. Is there a second?
No second.
Second by Mr. Shapiro. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Discussion New Jersey Shares Assistance. Did you ever get anything back from the attorney?
He said he didn't have an opinion, but he's aware of the program, and it would be up to you guys if you wanted to opt into it. I can tell you a little bit if you'd like.
Can you explain to council what it is?
So to start off, one of our residents was approved for this program, which assists residents in various municipalities with the payment of utility bills. And so we're not opted in because each municipality has to opt in to do it, to be a part of it. And they requested that we do opt in so that they could get that benefit. There was some information I sent with the agenda, but I did ask how it works as far as how we get funds from them. Because if you remember when we did the state LEWOP program, that was a little complicated. But they said they send checks twice a month to the collector's office. And it's between the 1st and the 15th of the month, and they'll be mailed by the 22nd.
And what are they paying for?
So if they're behind on sewer, for us, it would be sewer, because that's the only
Sewer.
utility that we handle. And if they're behind on that, then they would pay the bill for them. And it's a grant, and so the resident wouldn't have to pay it back, or whoever, I'm sure they're not the only one, whoever wanted to do it could apply for it also.
What's our cost and what's our
It's
expense?
nothing to us, they're just paying on their behalf.
So all we have to do is opt in.
Correct.
Is there a standard resolution or contract that we have to approve?
I don't know, because they're sending me more information. There's
We need all the
54
help we can get.
There's 54 municipalities that are currently enrolled. So it's up to you.
You want to bring the resolution to the next meeting? Does the council want to vote on this? to accept it?
But we need more information.
So it sounds like all it is somebody else is paying someone.
Yeah.
We have to be opted into the program for the first and second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no cost to us other than the fact that she's posting the bill, but you post it anyway if they're
Right,
going to pay.
anybody can pay anybody's bill unless it's a lien. So it's, somebody can come in and pay yours or anybody.
Only
So
sewer.
it's for utilities only, and that's the only one that we handle. So it would only be for sewer, not taxes.
Clear?
The utilities just sewer.
So the Borough of Runnemede is we only operate a sewer line. We don't have a water department, we don't have electric or anything like that. So the program is designed only for utilities. So they can't pay taxes and the only,
So it's only sewer.
it's only sewer. So it's the
Okay,
couple $100.
And you live in sewer.
Yeah, but she asked, the woman asked us, so
Yes, you did.
I don't have a problem with
Yeah, sounds good.
No, I don't have a problem.
it. All right.
Put something together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a resolution, correct, or a contract?
I'll find out for all the details, but it'll be a resolution, I'm sure.
Okay, first reading, ordinance 2512 is creating chapter 263 entitled Minors and Parental Responsibility of the Code of the Borough of Runnemede. This is what the chief had talked about, and Mr. Long had talked about. It holds the parents somewhat responsible for actions of their children. Would anyone like to make a
I make
motion?
a motion to adopt. I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Pasco, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Pascal?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Borough?
Yeah.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Okay, 6 ayes. And we'll do final reading next month. I'm going to group the ordinance together because they're not very important ordinance or resolutions. So resolution 25-157, authorization of payment of reparation funds. We're reimbursing someone $40.98. Resolution 25-158 is authorizing property maintenance liens for 4 properties, $300, $370, $300, $370. These must be for grass trimmings and stuff like that. Resolution 25-159, authorizing the refund of an overpayment from a tax account for $38.59. Would someone like to make a motion to approve resolutions 25-157 to 25-159?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. White, is there a second? Second by Ms. Passio, roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Borough?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro? Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
6 ayes.
All right, those resolutions are adopted. Before committee reports, I do want to congratulate Mr. Farrell and Mr. Shapiro on winning their election yesterday.
It was tough.
Very tough, hard fought, did a great job, undefeated. So congratulations, both of you. Look forward to working with you next year. Maybe, we'll see. People might have to. Want to walk that on now? Yeah, I did not. So clerk just reminded me, does everyone recall the vending machine for the police department?
Yes.
So remember, just to recall, there's no cost to us. It's a 90-day trial that the attorney recommended. The chief will be responsible for, what's going on there. And so once again, it's Evergreen Strategies. The vending machine will be in the police department lobby. It's a 90-day trial with an option for another 12 months. That's basically it on our end. The point about trash, the chief has made us,
The only thing I questioned was, what was the cost to get a bottle of water?
it's not up to us. Up to the vendor.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, because I don't want to spend $2
Then
to
don't
get
buy
a
it.
bottle of water.
Don't
I
buy
think
the
it
water.
should be reasonable.
Are we subsidizing the water?
No, but if you're going to be spending your money, let's hope that it's a reasonable price.
I'm not in a good mood.
I can maybe address that.
Please.
Actually. According to the contract that we've received, there's no commission or revenue on the vendor part. So there should be no quote-unquote upcharge to the product. They should be.
But her point is, we don't set the price, though.
Correct.
The vendor sets the price.
Yeah.
So no one can
Is it going to be
I'll
reasonable?
still get
It
blamed.
should be
Well, we know
at
that,
cost. So
I'm just
whatever
trying to make it
the
out
at
there
cost
that
price
nobody should
is,
blame the mayor.
If they purchase it, that's the cost that will be passed on to us.
That we don't know. Now, once again, I would tell you, in a capitalist society, if they charge too much, people will not buy.
Go across the street.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but we want, the chief wants to try it out. He wants to use it for his officers and, Okay, anything else on this? Would someone like to make a motion
I'll make the motion.
Are we making a motion?
to allow this, for me to sign the contract?
Go ahead, Ed, I'm
I'll
sorry.
do it.
All right, Mr. White.
I'll second it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Second by Mr.
Oh,
Shapiro.
Rich, go ahead.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
I abstain.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray? Mr. White?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 abstentions.
Abstain on a vendor machine. All right, resolution is adopted. All right, we have committee reports. First is public safety, Ms. Kelly.
Finance.
I'm at the bottom of the page. So I'll go, Mrs. Kelly, if you want me to do it right. I'm
Wait a
at the
second.
bottom of the page. See that?
Don't turn the page yet, he's on the bottom.
Back to
You know the order better than me. Mr. Murray. Councilman Murray. I apologize.
I'd like to know what our
Exactly. No, he does it. Okay. Okay, so from the finance department, busy working on contracts for a couple labor groups in town. Our new software program that we've been getting in place is up and running. It seems like it's running better in some departments than others, but we're getting there. The budgeting season is quickly coming upon us, and we'll be meeting with the department heads soon. We have received some information back from those guys thinking about what they want to do moving forward. We were involved in, I don't know if everybody knows this, but I guess it's okay to say the DMV contract. Yeah, so the DMV contract, we were involved in that, so it's basically being canceled between the police and the DMV vehicles, and
It is canceled.
it is canceled, yeah, and it's not going to be staffed by Runnemede police officers anymore. So
When you say it's been canceled, what does that mean?
it means that it's no longer in effect, and there won't be any Runnemede police officers at the motor vehicle and provide us security. So
Are you asking why? You want to answer why?
why was it?
Isn't it costing us money?
No, it was canceled by the officers at their discretion. They approached us and asked to get out of the contract.
If they don't want to do it, we can't force them to do it. It's an outside plan. So the state submits a contract to us, goes through the channels of the police department. They voted on it, I believe.
They voted, they had a vote, and
They decided to go against it.
opted out of it. So, and there was no real benefit to the borough, financial benefit, I should say. I think there was a benefit to have the officers out there, but there was no financial benefit, really.
Right.
So,
I knew that.
sorry?
It's an outside job.
No, what Dan's saying is, the borough didn't, after paying the officers, there was maybe a little bit of money left over. Some years better than other years, and things like that. When we first started in this contract, we were making a little bit of money that went towards a car every year.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah,
remember that?
yeah.
And then, it became harder, they cut the hours, different things happened. The officers,
Well, COVID happened.
the rate never really changed,
COVID happened.
the rate should have gone up after all these years, and, but it was up to them, it was their decision.
And they approached us with it too, so. Then, I guess there's, and I think I'm saying this right, there's 28 homes that are completed and are paying taxes, or starting to pay taxes, is that correct?
And Ashburn
From
Planning,
Ashbrook, yeah, so about 28.
That's accurate.
Just so we know what's going on there. And then I guess outside of the finance end of things, on Friday, I joined the chamber and we went to the police, fire, and public works and supplied those employees with pizzas for helping out with the quick jam. Every year they do a great job. Every department goes above and beyond what they need to do and really help us make that a positive event for the town. So every year we try to do some of that. That also progress.
I have to appreciate everything they do because our women's club every year works the pipe jam. And they give us money for our club. And that $300-400 every year makes a difference.
Yeah, it helps.
So,
It's a
they
great
really,
event. It really is.
pipe jam really gives back to the
Yeah,
community.
agreed.
You hear that, Mr. Furman?
He knows, I told him.
You're saying that, okay,
Sorry.
so you're saying that it gives back to the community. So in which way? Because not to the residents, but to,
If you belong
they're
to
giving
a
back,
501c3.
but they're giving back to the businesses. Are they giving back to the
No, it
residents?
has to be a 501c3 that they give to.
Okay.
And that check is cut and given directly to the 501c3. So if you're from Reimagine Runnemede or Chamber, if the chamber is a 501c3.
So the ones that are making out in pipe jam are the businesses
It's a
and the
chamber.
501.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
The
would like to
businesses
understand
don't
that.
get, the businesses only get the
businesses
promotion
who are
of the
on-
pipe jam.
The businesses who are part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
So they don't get a part of that money.
Dan, do you want to answer this? Do you understand what's going on
I don't know
here?
what money the businesses.
I just
question
want to
is-
see how this is
What
helping,
happens-
I want to see how this is helping the residents.
It's an event.
It's an
The
event,
taxpayers.
yeah, it's an event for the residents to go to and enjoy the afternoon. So we had car shows, bands, DJ, food trucks, all different things for families to come out to, all kid events on the baseball fields. And the kids and the families from Runnemede come out to it. Now, does the chamber make money off of this event? They bring money in. And with that money, they give back to the town, to any nonprofit. In the past, I didn't know about the ladies club, but I do know that they've given to the police association, they've given to the fire department, and they've given to
And
other.
last year, they gave it to the green team. We got $90 from Pipe Jam for the green team.
Yes.
How do you dare work all those hours?
So it was very, from a small business owner like myself that's involved in it, I get some social media benefits from the Chamber of Commerce website, and that's about the biggest benefit that you get. So people get they get your page, they like and share your post and do things like that. But there's absolutely no financial benefit, cash-wise, to a business that being part of it. All the money tries to go back into the community, but it can't go to each resident. The residents are having a good time and enjoying their day. That's what they get out of it, and then the community gets.
It does go back to the residents. We're buying 25 pies for Thanksgiving for people at Volt School.
Yeah.
We invest over $600 at Christmas time to provide all kinds of gifts for children's, that are needy children.
Women's Club has always done that.
Oh,
They've always done that. Always. Okay. All right, thank you for the explanation.
But do you see a purpose of the Pike Jam? I think the point though is that it does cost the borough money.
It does.
And are you guys against the borough supporting these kind of events?
No, I'm not against it. If the resident, it's what the residents want, then that's fine. Residents, I was elected here for the residents, so if that's what they want, then that's fine.
And I believe
I don't have a problem with that.
I believe through the IDing process of people, I could probably, at the next one, probably get us a percentage of Runnemede residents. I know the very first one I was heavily involved in, and I've kind of backed out a little bit since then. But the first one, we were, I want to say about 65% Runnemede.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And I believe, just looking at faces,
Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody needed that. Everybody wants to get out and have a good time.
right, but looking at faces that I know they're Runnemede residents.
Well, that's good to hear.
That's
That's
what it's
good.
for, yeah. But I think through the ID process, I'll be able to actually get some percentage next time, and I'll ask that and find out.
But the businesses that are there, they are trying to make money. Let's be clear. If you're selling product, you want to be at an event that you're going to do well. You're not going to go to an event that no one was there. Does everybody remember when we used to have the farmers market? And it didn't succeed because there wasn't enough people that were supporting it. At least this event is supported. Some of the items are expensive, but that's the only way to make it all work.
And every business that was there, you paid to be there. They weren't there for free. Whether you're a member of the chamber or not, if you're there, you paid. You were either a sponsor, a full sponsor, a limited sponsor, but you paid to be there. There's nothing for free for the businesses.
I just think we have to remember that the businesses are part of our community.
Oh, absolutely.
And, they're the same as our constituents that that live here. The businesses are taxpayers. If anything, sometimes they're the largest taxpayers in the community. And to be supportive of them is important. I think if we don't have a vibrant business community, we're not going to have a vibrant neighborhood.
Well, I think the chamber has made a big difference.
I'm glad you think that. That's one of the reasons I talked to her this evening.
Let it go.
Why don't you throw that?
There's a man.
I'm not mad, I just think that you should have included us.
Come on, let's move on.
Okay.
If I may, as Mr. Long's not here, he would say it's time to move on.
I did ask Beth to be the voice of reason this evening.
Yes.
If I was in a bad one. All right, then. Public safety. Ms. Kelly, your turn.
What's the matter? Are you tired of rock and blues I give you to do that?
Well, you're good at that, but usually Dan keeps me.
Well, Kate is back to work, and it is good to get a report from her, and I wished her well after I read the report. It was wonderful, of course. She had 150, this is the EMS report, okay? She had 151 transports, 58 refusals, 34 recalls, 3 standbys, 2 death on arrivals, 1 public assistance, and 2 unfounded. For Barrington, she handled 65 calls. Haddon Heights, 59 calls. Runnemede, 90. And she provided 37 mutual aids to other EMS. The average response time to Runnemede was 7.01 minutes, well under the 10 that's required. The fire department had 37 calls in Runnemede, 10 mutual aid out of town, and they did not require any mutual aid to Runnemede. We have an accident billing service, and each month I report on that. As of today, we have received $2,260.94 in the claims that we have submitted. So this helps us cover our expenses when our fire department goes to an accident. You have to clean up the gas, you have to take care of the oil that spills. There's all kinds of trash, and our fire department handles that. And then they bill the insurance companies. And that's how we get reimbursed. It's a great, great plan. And fire prevention. We had 42 inspections and $2,588 was collected for fire fees, 4 investigations. So our fire department has really been busy. Calls for service. The chief isn't here tonight, but his report is always amazing. 1,149 calls for service. And believe me, that is a lot. We had 12 motor vehicle accidents, which is half of what we usually have. We usually have about 25 every month, so somebody's doing something right there. 307 traffic summonses, 51 arrests, and everything that was done that I just reported only had 13 hours of overtime. This is amazing. So I want to congratulate the chief. If he were here, I would. And that's my report, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, public events. Ms. Passio?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Congratulations, Bob and Richie, on your win. I know you worked very hard at this. Anyways, so we had our Halloween party over at the field house. I guess I could say it was a success. I wish I would have saw more residents come out and join us. We had free pizza and drinks, and we had a costume contest, so things went very well. And thank you, Richie, for the pizza and for working really hard back there. I wish we had more volunteers too, but you did really well. Thank you. Appreciate it. I thank Public Works. I can't thank Public Works enough because they're just phenomenal. They've taken a load off of me. They help me set up, and they're always there. Anything I need, they go out and they go get it for me. So I can't thank them enough. We are going to have a Christmas fire truck parade, which will be on Sunday, November 30th. It is always the Sunday after Thanksgiving. It will be at 7 p.m. We will have the parade along the Black Horse Pike, and it will end up at the Harry Williams. We will have the Christmas tree lighting afterwards, and we will also have the Volts Elementary Chorus singing, so right after. So thank you, Maria, for that. Appreciate that. And so it should be a really, really fun night. Santa will be there, and he will be giving out some toys for the kids. And hopefully it'll be, not hopefully, I know for sure it'll be a very great night.
Did you get the flyer on social media?
The flyer went on social media today. It is on our website. It is on our Facebook page. But in looking at our website, to me, it's a directory. All right, if I don't have my glasses on, I can't see what's going on. So, is there any way? I mean, I like to see, and I think other people do too, something spotlighted, like some pictures on the homepage. So, in other words, I sent everyone the flyer to put out. So you have to go on to, now what would I'd say listing. So what did we list it as? Okay, we listed it as a Christmas parade. But if I didn't know that you listed it as a Christmas parade, it would be, I'd be trying to scroll down on everything, hitting everything to try and find this. So,
Let me stop. The very first picture can change, correct? Right now there's a picture of a mural, isn't there?
Yes.
So that could be
If
scrolling.
we have a lot of quality photos, I can make it like a slideshow. I think we had that when I first started way back.
Right?
Yeah, you did. You did have a slideshow.
Yeah,
But
we can do that. I think
Or
you're
on the
talking
square
about
on the side.
Flyers on the front page.
yeah, yes, I think that anything that's happening now, like spotlighted, you know, you can go on our homepage and see it. That's what I think is needed.
So our new website is not designed that way, and it's intentional to keep everything streamlined and clean so that people can find things easily. If you look at the top where alerts are, it can be posted up there, clicked on, and then you get the full page. I can ask the company
Well,
if
that's
it's,
one reason that we're looking at the social media to get the message
Right.
out more. What do you think? I mean, I don't know if everybody's going, I agree with you when people go to.
I mean, I looked on other municipalities.
And we should have a spot there for it.
And they do have like pictures of like what's happening now, you know, and on ours, it's basically just like a directory and, you know.
so we
So
could
it's-
put, like, let's say there's 3 events, we could add that to the images instead, so that they pop up of, like, that.
That would, anything helpful so that somebody could just go on the website and say, oh, there it is, you know, and we are having a
The
Christmas.
ones part of the library on the 21st are having that big game night. Is that
Yeah,
something that we could put on that initial page so people could see it right away? Because where would you look?
You have to have a
Library.
listing. So what listing would I look under? Let me
don't
see,
know.
Women's Club, it's a
No.
little bit,
I think it's,
I thought it was a user-friendly, but to me, it's not user-friendly.
so where would the library thing be?
So somebody has to send us a flyer or request, well, you would have to send a flyer. It would have to be in the right format in order for us to
Well-
upload it, just like before.
But I thought Keith sent you a flyer.
I don't think I got, we set everything up, I don't think I got a flyer, but if he sends it to me, have him send it to Amanda. Because I'm out the next 2 days, so that way I know it'll be.
I do have every department, I reached out to every department to put this flyer.
Send it in.
I sent it
What's
to
your
everyone.
email?
So it
Well, give it to
will
me
be on the
later.
library,
Because
Rotary,
Keith told me
everything.
he sent it.
Okay.
But then, once he sends it, where do we find it? What?
So usually under alerts, like news alerts, and then usually puts it on the calendar.
It wouldn't be in the library. Is there one for the library?
No, well, it's not really like separate where we put like flyers on each.
I like what Patty said. Put like big stuff that's coming up.
There's a list of links, aside from the very first thing you see with what Amanda's saying, the alert, the news alerts or what's coming up. Right on the bottom, then there is a bunch of links, so you can click on whatever was up there, it comes on there. And if it's a flyer that we have, like we've gotten stuff from the county, it comes up, you click on it, and it's the full flyer. It's just that where before, the feedback from the public and everybody was that it was too busy. There was all this stuff on the bottom, and it wasn't clean and neat and easy to navigate, so we removed all of that, so we don't have all that stuff on the bottom. You have to actually click a link, and then it'll take you to that flyer or event information, whatever that might be.
I understand what you're saying, and I understand how it is, but you have to know what it's listed under to go to that link, or you're gonna be sitting there going down every single link. Is it on this one, is it
But
over
I think
here?
what I heard was, you have an events link and a calendar link.
There
You would
is.
know everything is.
Well, what it is I'm looking at it now, it does work a lot better than it does in the past. It's still, I mean, I see the links that we go into, that's the minutes, calendars and all that. And on the bottom, it does say news and announcements. And then where you get your annual Christmas parade, bus schedule. It works better than it did before. It just needs, we still got to work on
So if you click on news and alerts, the calendar,
it. You'll click,
the,
then right under news and alerts, you can click on annual Christmas parade and it'll bring it up. So it does work better than before, so you can find it. It's a lot better than before.
That's
Just
it.
kidding, so you give them YouTube, that's what it is fine. Under news and alerts, and then you don't have to look.
Do we change the word to
It
events?
says annual Christmas parade, it says news and announcements.
Announcements.
Announcements. So, I mean,
You know how I feel about a calendar, you know, I'm a very.
no, it still has a calendar. It has a
Big fan of
calendar,
calendar.
yeah.
I like calendars too.
No, it works a lot better than.
okay, but that is progress, it's progress,
Give me your email so I can get Keith to give you.
it's progress.
All right, thank you.
Move on.
All right, engineering, Mr. Farrell. Board of Caucus? All right, not a problem. Public Works, Mr. White?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I was ready to defer to my call.
Thank you. Parks and Recs, Mr. Sapiro. How are you? Mr. Long is not here this evening. Engineers report. Steve, did you want to add anything? You have to come at a good one tonight. You're lucky.
It's the full moon. It's
Yeah,
the
lucky.
full
It
moon.
might be the full moon.
It is. Tonight's the full
It is the
moon.
full moon.
Yes.
Full moon.
So I have one update from Mark's report from the caucus meeting.
Okay,
We were informed by the Camden County Office of Community Development that Runnemede was not awarded the CDBG project.
thanks.
Bowers Avenue.
I dig it, though.
North Avenue.
I was gonna make a banner and put it across the Black Horse Pike so everyone knows.
Why did they deny that?
You want me to answer that, or you want to answer that?
You can answer it.
No, I want to see you answer.
Okay. It was our understanding that the Office of Community Development was going to be a lot more selective this year in giving out the grants. So,
Yeah, I mean, their funding, we were doing very well for year after year,
Yeah,
but things change.
just kind of expected.
No,
Just kind of expected.
Things change. Thank you.
Well, that's a shame.
and other than that, I will defer to the caucus.
Okay,
You
great.
know, I wasn't here at caucus, but I understand that Mark told us, and I missed it, that the pump station was now working.
Don't worry, Eleanor, he became you.
I was you that night.
Yes, residents are able to tie into the pump station.
That is wonderful,
So
wonderful.
everyone who has a permit application in, we're issuing the permits, and they can start their work and get it done.
They have 2 years.
And they have 2 years, but if you remember, we extended that date till
December 31st, 2027.
27, only because we've had these delays, and we're matching what the county is doing. But yeah, everything's good to go. Now, the work is not done, so if anybody calls you, there's still punch list items.
Yes.
So the work isn't done, but they can still connect.
Eleanor, you will still be here in 20 years.
Yes, I'll be here till the end. Thank you. Any additional reports? Anything, Amanda? Beth? Nothing? All right, payment of bills, would someone like to make a motion? to
I'll
pay?
make a motion to pay the bills.
Second, please. Mr. Farrow? Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Farrow. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passios?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes,
Mr. Farrow? Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Right. All right, the bills should be paid. Good and welfare. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. I'll be quick. No, very quick. Up to this on. Thank you.
Ed O'Brien, everybody knows me. Good evening, Mayor Council. Split rail stuff really nice. Mark Out was out there last Friday for the post. Okay, I guess Public Works will be out to do it. Did anybody happen to send a letter to DOT for the block or the signs at 3rd and the Black Horse Pike?
I don't believe so yet. Now, I'm supposed to make
I've been
a...
trying to call them in.
No. You got good timing though, because, and everyone is invited to come to this meeting with the DOT. The police department has been complaining about, residents been complaining about people driving up the center turn lane. Yes, we had this conversation. And the Third Avenue,
Yeah, and the Black Horse Pike, I was third car back, 2 ahead of me were making a right, I'm making a left, and the guy's blocking the intersection. I mean, and he had room to back up, and he just wouldn't.
I promise I'll try to remember that, but I haven't been able to get hold of him either.
He's gonna come out, and I'm just gonna stand in front of the car until they back up. I mean, it's ridiculous how people are ignorant, that's stupid.
I don't know when I can meet with them, but hopefully they'll be down.
I'll come with you if you want.
They'll be down at the League of Municipalities, so I'm hoping to have an opportunity to speak to them.
I mean, you have my information.
Yep.
I called them yesterday, I called them Monday, DOT, to see if they had anything came about with the Camden County Traffic Engineer Department. And I couldn't get an answer, so they didn't know, you know. I think that's it, except who's paying for the electricity for the vending machine in the police department?
Taxpayers.
It was a joke.
Thank you, yes, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just making notes, I apologize. Yeah, please name and address, please.
Chuck Gerber, Plaza Place. I'm letting you know now, the 9 homes on Plaza in St. Clair, the good neighbor with this the dispensary is over. Their party the other week was ridiculous. They were consuming in the parking lot of the hair hut. I'd like to know, and so would my neighbors, where was the police department? That parking lot, 13 tents. The one big one was behind my house for the band. You couldn't think straight. 13 tents and 14 easy-ups in that parking lot. I had to go away for a memorial service. I came back, there was a car parked in my driveway. Where was their security? They were consuming in the parking lots. And all my neighbors, to a T, the good neighbor policy for them is over. This is not what we signed up for, and that's not what they said they would do. We have to have a permit to have a little yard sale, and they got a party like that with a band and food trucks. They're tearing up the streets. And you said the last time I was here, we want a one-way street. Because guess what?
Is that what you're asking for?
Oh, we want one.
So then I need a letter from everybody on the block.
Why do we have to have a letter from everybody on the block?
Because it's democracy. You know, you're here representing everyone on the block.
They said, let it rip.
And then they'll all come down here, come to this meeting and tell me they want me to change it to one way.
Because guess what? I know for a
No, sir,
fact.
I mean, is that, then get the other residents to come here and tell us that they want us to change it to
I'll
one way.
get something about a one-way street and I'll have everyone sign.
That's fine.
Because I know for a fact, if one of you on the board lived on Plaza or St. Clair, half the stuff wouldn't be happening. I know that. The streets are getting torn up. You can have 4 cop cars parked on St. Clair and they can make that right turn and you can't do a thing about it because it's not enforceable. The 5 arrows where the drive-up is, and it says, do not enter. You can't enforce it if somebody comes through there. Last winter, somebody made a right turn and hit my wife's car and sideswiped it. They ignore the cones, can't enforce it. You can't do nothing on that street. And this is getting out of hand. Really, what a couple of my neighbors want to know is why the cops weren't at this big party where they were consuming.
Please don't.
I want to ask him, did he call 911?
You don't have to tell him
I'm not telling him to, I'm asking him if he...
We shouldn't have to call 911.
that. Why not?
Why? As big as that party was, there should have been at least 1 or 2 cop cars, policemen walking around there.
Okay. We'll let the chief of police know your concerns.
Oh, I'm going to let them know too.
Okay.
And I'm going to be at the planning board to find out how come they don't have to have a permit.
Planning board has no jurisdiction.
All right, then how come they don't have to have a permit?
How do you know they didn't have a permit?
You told me the last time when they had the 420, they didn't need a permit.
So tents under our fire code, the fire marshal would be in charge of any tent that has people in that, depending on the size of the tent. A business owner is allowed to operate their business. The borough does, we have regulations on use of properties. They obtain their approvals from the planning board. This board approved the cannabis license. They are operating in a commercial zone. That area is all commercial. Your residential properties back up to a commercial zone. So if you had any concerns during the activity, that might have been a time to make those complaints.
Oh, so their next one, if I got a band playing in my backyard, I got to put up with it.
So we do have a new noise ordinance, but the noise ordinance is very specific on times.
Yeah, it was over by 5 o'clock,
Okay.
so,
Yeah, so it's just like construction work, it's like anything else, we have a noise ordinance.
I mean, the windows were rattling, you could hardly, some of my neighbors left there, they were so pissed off. And we shouldn't have to deal with it as residents.
So our attorney's not here this evening, but if you'd like to leave your name and number, I can have him contact you about all
With
these
who?
questions. It's the borough solicitor. He can be more specific about our ordinances. I don't know every ordinance off the top of my head.
Because the one, a couple of weeks ago was out of control.
And it was out of control, and you as a concerned citizen contacted the police department to let them know?
I had a memorial service I had to go to.
So you were not home during this event?
I was home till about 2 o'clock, and it got a little bit worse. I mean, they parked in my yard, and there was a car parked behind him, blocking the driveway to where if he came back, he would have had to drive on my yard.
Do you have anything else?
No,
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else wish to speak? Mr. Del Sordo?
I can't stand it.
I'll bring this up.
Thank you.
Frankly, I just heard something, I really came down for another purpose, but I heard about 3rd Avenue and Black Horse Pike. That's a 467 violation, okay? It's blocking traffic. Very simply, it's a no-point offense, all right? It carries with it a $100 fine plus court costs. The law does not permit you to block traffic. You must stay behind the stop line at a red light and proceed only through the stop line when it's clear to go or when you can make the left-hand
I
turn.
understand that, Bob. I think what Mr. O'Brien was asking is if the state would be willing to paint a, don't block the box. That's what he was asking. If an officer is there and aware of that, a summons can be issued. The point is that we're trying to educate people not to block the box. Is that correct, Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
That's
Well,
what,
it's be easy, they should just direct the sign, do not block the intersection. I mean,
I
that's,
think those X's work. I think they work pretty great. The question is, I don't know if the DOT
the
will.
box problem we have is going to wear fast. That's the problem with that.
What's that?
They wear fast. But that's a very inexpensive solution, very simply, you can do it in that fashion. The reason I stopped up is that, as you know, we can't have we're not going to have a veterans ceremony this year, but I've just received confirmation, and you can see, I just got off the battleship, that we are going to have a very, very large celebration for the Marine 250th anniversary. And it's going to be at 11 o'clock on November the 11th, okay? There'll be 350 Marines have been invited. We're having the Undersecretary of the Marine Corps being there, okay? We're going to have Congressman Norcross is going to be here. Barney Barnum is going to be here. You probably, 11 o'clock and 11. 11. That's what, well, that's the reason why that was done. That was at the end of World War I.
It's 11 o'clock, yes.
11 o'clock it was done. But we're having there's a Medal of Honor winner by the name of Barney Barnum who is coming in, and he's going to be one of the guest speakers. They've just announced tonight that they're going to name a ship after him, okay? So we'll be the first people to actually know, actually the first public will know about it, because they're going to announce that at that ceremony. It's a pretty interesting situation. It's 250th anniversary. There's going to be the Emerald Society is going to be there with the Drum and Bugle Corps that they have, and the Leatherneck Society is going to be there, which is the Marine Drum and Bugle Corps. And so, I mean, if you know, you can see all that. That's all my stuff.
It'll be at the battleship?
It'll be at the battleship, yeah, on the pier of the battleship. So, you know, even though we're not going to have a ceremony formally here in Runnemede, I'd like to personally invite anybody from the borough of Runnemede and to please, maybe you could just put out on the display board or something, because that was it. And I do want to let you know something else too, and that is on October 17th, I had the privilege of being at the Vietnam Wall. And the moving wall, I don't know if you're familiar with that is or not. The wall is now permanently in Homedale, New Jersey, but it stopped in Atlantic County at the Atlantic Cape College, and they asked me to be the guest speaker. And I mentioned that the borough of Runnemede very clearly, because I told the story about Jimmy Gilch. And I mentioned that the borough was there. There's a presentation that we do. It's called Never Again Mom is the name of it. And it has to do with a letter that Jimmy never wrote to his mother. Okay, and it's a letter that I eventually would say that what he would write to it. and it was very well received. I mentioned the fact that he was a Runnemede resident. He was one of our first that passed away in Vietnam. Unfortunately, we haven't lost anybody in his recent situation. But the borough was mentioned in the town. I made sure of that. So it's just something we did mention. But those of you who are interested in the 11th, it's going to be a nice ceremony there. Matter of fact, a little side note, the Marine Corps is sending 5 Marines up. It's a cake cutting detail in Quantico, Virginia, okay? We have a shutdown of the nation, but we can get 5 Marines to show up, and it's a presentation that they do. It's a regular formal presentation with a sword that they use, you know, to celebrate the 250th anniversary. So there'll be a lot of pomp and circumstance in there for that day, but even though we're not going to have a ceremony this year, you know, please see that the borough is invited, everyone from the borough is formally invited. That's why I just...
When does it start?
11 o'clock on November 11th. The reason that was done was that the treaty was signed for Armistice Day at 11 o'clock in a train station in Ghent, Belgium, is when that occurred, and they insisted that be done at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, and that's the reason for the end of World War I.
Same as didn't hold.
Can I tell you? But that was called Armistice Day, and then it was then changed by General Eisenhower. He called it Veterans Day to honor everybody. That's all. But you know, you got your history lesson.
Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care. Anytime. Thank you. I'm gonna give you a chance to get up here. Though.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen you in a while.
know, it's good seeing
Well,
you.
you know the conflict
It's
I
good
have.
seeing you, I haven't seen you.
Your meetings are the same time at the membership?
Our meeting's the same time on Tuesday night, but since you moved it, I was able to sneak over.
Great.
Like that.
Thank you,
I just want
Bob.
to say hello to
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else wish to speak? Seeing no one else, then a motion to close the public portion.
I make a motion to close the public portion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's gonna be a lot more.
Can't do both. Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Severe. I know. All in favor? Aye. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion by Ms. Passio, is there a second? Second by Mr. Mary. Oh my God, my brain, you haven't said anything all night. All in favor? Aye. We're adjourned at 7:48.